Hey, this is Dawnna St. Louis here, and I am in sunny California speaking for two of my larger international clients. And right now I am taking a break. I made it back to my room. So yes, you're officially in bed with me. I'm cuddled up in my bed right now. So you're officially in bed with me. How are you guys? I hope everyone out there is doing fantastic. You know, one of the things that, hey Merritt, what's up, sweetie? One of the things that I wanted to talk about, it's really important, especially if you are going to kick your business up into the next gear. Like if you're going to make this thing happen, if you're going to make this thing work, if you're really going to have that millionaire mindset and get to the next level, there are a couple of things that you need to do. Now, I know I talk to you guys all the time about these tactics like negotiations, sales, how do you make more money? Hey, Michael, what's up? How are you doing? I was just telling everyone that I'm here in San Francisco speaking to two of my favorite international clients, and we're going to talk about something a little different. Most of the time, people always hear me come on and I say, hey, here's one way to make more money, and here's a negotiation tactic that you can use, and how can you change your mindset a little bit. But there is something that I almost always never talk about, but it is one of the most critical parts of my business. And I mean, it is super critical. We always hear people talking about when they're in business, how obviously you need to be responsible and you need to be accountable. And hi, Tom, how are you? A lot of people think about responsibility and accountability as different, as quite different. I mean, as the same. But in truth, accountability and responsibility are very different. And I'm gonna tell you the difference first, and then I'm gonna explain to you what's critical that I have in my business that really helps me take my business from being okay to amazing. So let's start with the first. So responsibility is your ability to respond to a particular activity. Okay? So, for example, let's say you have children and you take them grocery shopping and one of your children loses their mind and kind of goes batshit crazy in the middle of aisle 5 where the cereal is. How you respond to that situation and that child and managing it and keeping them in order, that is responsibility. It is, I'm watching my children. These are my children. When they get out of control, something unexpected happens, I can respond. I am responding to their action. I have an appropriate response. That's responsibility. It is that you actually have the ability to respond to things in a mature fashion when it comes up. Accountability is different. An accounting of something is a listing of something, right? So when you have a listing of something, it can even be promises, things that you said you were going to do. So for example, if I said I was going to do 6 things this week, then I'm accountable to completing those 6 things. And therefore, when someone comes back and they look, they go, well, you're accountable for those things. Did you do them or did you not? So responsibility is your ability to have a mature response to a current situation. Hey, tell Sandy I said hi, Michael. And accountability is an accounting or a listing of things that you said you were going to do, and it is your ability to complete the things on that list. So a lot of times people have what they call an accountability group, and that accountability group really isn't keeping them accountable. I have an accountability group, and I will tell you that it is my group and their ability to hold me accountable and to respond to the BS sometimes that I bring to the table. Because sometimes I'm trying to wiggle out of stuff and they're like, no, that's not going to work. But let me tell you why it works for us. So there are 6 people at a max that can be in a good, especially if you're following the 6. So if you're following the 6 kick-ass strategies of the $1 Million Entrepreneur, and if you want to know it, I will tell you, you can go to GET6, which is GET, the number 6ix.com. You can get the book, but I'm going to tell you how our 6 group works and why it works and why it's so successful. and why so many people are following it. And the people who follow it tell me all the time how much money they make. And they make a shit ton of money because this 6 accountability group, as well as the daily 6, drives business. So I'm going to give you right now the secret sauce to not only the 6 that I do, but the accountability group that works. Okay. Oh gosh, I hope this is working and that the connection isn't bad. Merritt said it was a bad connection. I'm in a hotel, so it could be me. All right. So let me tell you guys, here's our little secret sauce. The first thing is that we commit to doing 6 things every day. 2 income production tasks, 2 relationship building tasks, and 2 professional development tasks every day. I can usually get these done within about 2.5 hours per day. That's it. So we're not talking about something that's taking 40 hours out of my week. But when I get to the end of the week and I am on my accountability call, they want to know the following. What percentage of the work that you said you were going to do in each category did you actually get done? How did that work actually tie to your goals for the year? Right? So if I said I wanted to do 40 keynote speeches this year, how did my relationship building, how did my income production, how did my professional development, how did that work actually lead to me reaching those goals that I had for the year? That's number one. Because a lot of times we are being responsible by responding to things in work. We're not being accountable, though, to our goals. Let me explain to you. A lot of times people will wake up in the morning and the first thing they'll do is that they will check their email. That's responsibility. It is your ability to respond to something that happened. Something external came up and you responded to it. It's great. But now, how are you actually going to get the work done that leads to more business? That is accountability. See, the issue is that a lot of people wake up in the morning and what do? They check their damn email and that's all they do. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't care how many emails you check, you're not going to make more money. Checking email is not a money-making activity. That is your ability to respond to something happening and your ability to respond on time and blah, blah, blah. That's great. It's responsibility. We're talking about accountability. So, and John, by the way, is in my accountability group. So my accountability group literally sits down and says, what have you done this week that helps you reach your financial goals for the quarter, for the semi-annual, for the year? Okay, what are you doing? Are you doing those things? We specifically look at challenges and then how can you correct those challenges so that way you can overcome them and move forward faster. And then we call you on your crap. If there's something that you said you're supposed to do and you're not doing, we call you on it. If there's something that you said that you did last week, that a challenge that you brought up and we gave you, we want to know, okay, so now that you fixed that challenge, how did things go? When we talk about everything, we talk about pricing, we talk about dollars, we talk about money, we talk about opportunities that are coming up. We talk about everything. The accountability, having a good accountability group is critical. And it is the difference between a mastermind and an accountability group. People always talk about being a part of masterminds. Listen, masterminds might meet once or twice a year. Our accountability group meets once a week. There are 6 people on it. And I think today's meeting, quite honestly, with all of the people that we have on, it was done in 45 minutes. And everyone on there got their challenges solved. We move forward faster and it happens on a regular basis. Now, the second thing people always ask me is, well, is it free? No. Accountability groups shouldn't be free. They shouldn't be. So you have to ask yourself, are you really looking for some? I know, right, John? We got it done in like 45 minutes. Everyone got their challenges solved. We always make money. John's one of the people on there. He can tell you. The people on that call make so much money. And part of it is because we are in an accountability group that holds your feet to the fire on a weekly basis. This is not some mastermind every 6 months where you come up with this big idea that you're supposed to take home and work on it. And then because of the rest of the day and the rest of the world got in the way that you never got it done. Our accountability group keeps us on track to reach our goals on a week by week basis. And I will tell you right now, if it was not for my accountability group, I would not nearly be as successful as I am. And this isn't the first time I've done one. This is the same type of accountability group that I had when I started my business intelligence company. Same exact accountability type of accountability group. I will tell you, masterminds are great. They're great for coming up with big ideas and helping you move to the next level. An accountability group, however, will ensure that you actually reach those goals that you put out. Okay, so with all that said, I will tell you guys, if you're interested in being a part of or starting an accountability group and you want to know how to do it, if you want to be in one that I facilitate, and by the way, I think tyrant might be a little strong. I'm not a tyrant. I think we're all kind of tyrants. John says, it scares me sometimes. Did I do my stuff? Oh my God, I have to tell these people the truth, so I better do it. Yes, right? Because there is this thing, by the way, there is this thing when you get on the call and first of all, don't lie. Oh my God. Don't get on the call and be like, I did 100% income production, and to say that you've done 100% income production for 4 weeks, but then at the end of that 4 weeks, you haven't closed the deal. Everybody's on the call going, well, hold on. What's up with your income production, bruh? There's this serious conversation that happens. So now either A, you have to come clean and said you just lied for the past 4 weeks, what could get you kicked out of the group, or B, somebody's going to sit with you and talk to you in regards to how do we get your income production better? Right? So regardless, there's something that's going to happen. And we have full open financial disclosure of what it is that we're trying to reach on a regular basis. So it is no joke. It is no joke, but it totally works. I know it has exponentially changed John's business. My business is on point. I'm actually, one of my big goals was to do my own events. And right now I'm in the talks with a broadcast media group about doing my events in 3 major markets, and they're going to do all the advertising. This is stuff that I share with my accountability group, and they keep my butt on point in regards to making sure it's done. It's a complete difference of a mastermind versus an accountability group. A mastermind is more of a response. An accountability group keeps you on point to reach those big goals. Anyway, a lot of people ask me all the time about how do they get into a 6, and it's called the 6 accountability and mastermind. A lot of people always want to know, how do they get involved with the 6 accountability and mastermind, and how much does it cost? And they want to do one as well. So if you're interested in being a part of a 6 accountability and mastermind group, if it's something you're really interested in, just put your name down here or even send me a private message. There are very, I don't want to say strict rules, but there is a qualification process to see if you qualify. You do have to follow the 6 kick-ass strategies. So you have to do the daily 6, which is all about business growth. And you do have to kind of have your business at a certain level. It's not for everyone. We also have non-compete. So the people that are in the group, they don't compete with each other. And it just works. I mean, I wish I was right now I had John next to me so he could be over here yeah, it totally works. He's a part of it, and it just works. I know a lot of people who do the 6. In fact, after I called today, we had one of the girls that called me back and she was like, oh my God, I can't believe how great this group has been for me. So if it's something you're interested in, if you want an accountability and mastermind group, thank you, Michael, for the love. If you guys really want to know about being a part of an accountability, Michael Bentley. So Michael Bentley, his company is Deep Blue Communications. They're a wireless company, and his team, pretty much his sales team, he's director of sales. His sales team follows the daily 6, as well as his sales calls are set up for an accountability and mastermind call on a weekly basis. And he's told me it's night and day different. So it works in corporate. Anyway, if it's something you want to know more about, drop me a message or put down here in the notes a comment. And what I'm going to be doing is looking at starting up a new accountability and mastermind group. I'll facilitate it for you. So it won't be my group, but I will facilitate it for you and get you guys kicked off and started. And don't worry, the price point isn't ridiculous. It's I think if I remember, it's $300 a month or something like that. So it's not crazy. Anyway, let me know if it's something you're interested in, and and we'll talk about it. If you're interested in having one, just put your comments below or send me a private message. That's all I have today. Oh, yes. I'm sorry. Yes. So you can buy my book at, here, John, write this, Get, the number 6ix.com, get6.com. And you can actually read in there about how to do the daily 6 as well as how to set up the accountability. And I think the accountability mastermind group is in there. So you can actually see how it works. But it works. It is one of those money-making groups that just really kicks your ass. It totally works. Anyway, that's all I got. Thanks for being in bed with me. So, yep, this is me in bed. I've been working today. And now I think I'm in San Francisco. I think I'm going to go and do a little shopping. I think I deserve to shop. Tonight I got to do a little networking. So right now I'm going to go do some shopping. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a fantastic. You're right, John. Do yourself a favor. Buy Dawnna's book. Yes, I got to tell you. Thanks, John. I got to tell you this on another note. So I'm not one of those people, and John would love to kick my butt about this. I think Michael probably would too. I'm not one of those people who does a lot of self-promotion. I don't. It's the people who know me, who are in my audiences, they do all the promotion. But let me tell you, there was nothing better than on one of these groups that I'm a part of, this woman told me that, or she wrote that she bought my book, and she wrote in there, hey, Christy. She wrote in there after she purchased my book. And again, I don't want you guys to be like, Dawnna's making millions off of her book. No, I'm not. A book is $20, $10 on Kindle, right? But this lady wrote that she got my book, that she was sitting there, and she wrote the nicest thing. She goes, Dawnna's book, The 6 Kick-Ass Strategies, is a straightforward, kick-in-the-butt kind of book that tells you exactly what to do to make a whole bunch of money really fast. And she goes, and just to write that, just unsolicited, I didn't know her from anyone else. And then this other guy wrote, he took a quote out of it, which said, you can't throw 9 women at a pregnancy and have a baby at a month, which is something I say all the time. And he said, oh my God, I love this book. I love the way this woman writes. I love this woman. You know, those things, they're totally unsolicited. And when people write that and then they come back later and they tell me what they've learned and how they've used it. Kate Delaney all the time talks about how much money she's made from the 6. It means so much because I don't go out and beg people to write something nice about my book. I don't. Anything anyone has ever written, it's because they sat there and they're like, holy crap, I got to tell other people. That means so much to me because I know it's from the heart and it's not because I begged people to do it. And I'm not going to be in the business of begging people to go and write a nice review. If they really like it, I want them to like it and use it. And if they don't, then, it is what it is. Anyway, that's what I got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know if you are interested, and I will hook you up with the 6 accountability group, and so you could start making a whole lot of money faster. All right, I am going shopping. I'll talk to you later.